Today the video is going to be on my son, who he had surgery 2 months ago, and how he's doing. I'm going to go back as to why he had to get surgery, so just get into the video. So my son was born with one testicle, and the other testicle would not drop. So that's what we were going at when he was first born, when they noticed that he only had one. So after he was born, I had to wait about 3 months, and we went to go see a urologist. The urologist kept telling us that he does not feel the other testicle that was supposed to descend. So he had us go to an ultrasound. And in the ultrasound, they kept saying that they saw something. So we went back to the urologist at 6 months, and it actually came up that he did not have, they still couldn't feel anything. So we went back for another ultrasound before his surgery. So his surgery was on November 10th, I believe, or November 11th. It was on a Monday. I want to say the 11th. And I think he was turning 8. Yeah, he was turning 8 months old. So, that was kind of hard for me. I didn't want to see my son going into surgery and stuff like that. But yeah, so that day we went back to go see the ultrasound. So the urologist wanted us to go get another ultrasound done, and that was for to see whether or not there was a testicle up there. They wanted to see where it was located, if it was in the abdomen, if it was below the abdomen, if it was making its way down the canal. So we actually we went in, and sad to say, they said that they could not find anything. There was, actually, I'm lying. They found something, but it was very low blood flow. It had left the canal. The first time they found it, it was actually in the canal. They kept saying it was on its way down. It's on its way down. So whatever they saw never made its way down. It never made its way down. It actually left out of the canal. So it went back up the canal and left. And, hey, baby. So yeah, so it did that. And then it left the canal, and then they also said that there was very little blood flow going to it. So, with the surgery, the doctor told us, which made me super upset because I thought they were playing like that game Operation on my son. So they told me how they had to go through his belly, his abdomen, his belly button, if I should actually say. So they had to put a camera and, their tools. Sorry, he has a cold. So they had to put the cameras and their tools through his belly button. That was the way they were gonna do it. He also told me that there was gonna be 2 other tools going through the other 2 sides of the belly button. So one on the right side, one on the left side of his belly, and then one through the belly button. So with that, they had to let me think. They had to go and check to see if the testicle was in the abdomen. If they told me that if it was in the abdomen and that there was a blood vessel connected to it, they were going to move it below the waistline. And when they move it below the waistline, that he would have to come back for surgery again to put it back into his scrotum. So I didn't want to hear that part. I wanted it to be below the waistline because I didn't want him to have to go through surgery again. So after that, he also told us another scenario where if it was below the waistline, and there was a blood vessel, that they will move it straight into the scrotum. So I said, okay. So then another scenario would have been that there was in the abdomen, that there would be a blood vessel, and they'll pull it out, but there'll be nothing at the end of the blood vessel, which means he didn't have a testicle. The doctor already had a feeling that he didn't, because of the size of his other testicle, it being so much larger, which he told us that it was taking, what it was doing was, I can't think of the word that they said, but it was basically picking up the load from the other one that was supposed to be in. So he already suspected, oh no! He already suspected that it had died already, or, wasn't there. So the day came for the surgery. My son wasn't supposed to eat after midnight. And, of course, you expect him to wake up anyway and have to go through everything. But he actually slept through the night. He was supposed to be my alarm, and we were actually late to the surgery. But they let us come anyway. We got there before 7. They were able to start the procedure and everything. When we got there, they put him in the little hospital crib. He, he was upset, but not really, because, you know how babies are. They need a new area, and, they're, like, really curious and everything. So he was doing that. They weighed him. They measured him, for the, he had to get anesthesia. The gas, I believe they said that they had to give him gas. So they weighed them and they measured him to give him the proper amount and stuff like that. They wanted me to go into the OR with him, so that he will see his mom or his dad before he fell asleep, so he was a little more calmer, and just to know that he wasn't by himself. I couldn't really do it. I didn't want to see that, so my husband got there right on time. I had to drop my daughter off at my mother's, and he got there right on time. He got dressed in a little scrub suit, and he was able to go in there. To me, it felt like a very long time during the surgery, but they came back. They got us out of the waiting area. We came in, and he was very groggy. He was crying his eyes. I was very sad to see him like that. He was still trying to get out of the anesthesia. I kept trying to breastfeed. He wouldn't breastfeed. He kept taking sips here and there out of a bottle. Eventually he did latch on. He started breastfeeding. That I'm assuming is because he started waking up and whatnot. With the healing process, like I said, he had two. He actually had 3, so 1 through the belly button, 2 on the sides. The healing process was the tough part. He actually, day 3, I want to say, caught an infection. So what happened was that he was supposed to be on antibiotics the same day he left the hospital. So they gave him a dose of antibiotic, and we were supposed to go and get more antibiotic. When we went to go get the antibiotic that they wanted us to get him, nobody was carrying it, so we had to wait for it to come into the store, and we had to pick it up the next day. So I in all honesty, I think that's what it was that caused the problem. Hi, baby girl. My daughter just woke up. Come here, baby. That's my daughter, Esmeralda. Look, baby, look. Do you see the camera? So, they're both watching a little movie, if you're trying to keep him still. So, yeah, so, so the healing process, like I said, he caught an infection. I believe it was the left side. It started swelling up. Pus started coming out. I was getting super upset and worried that something was wrong. He caught a fever, all this craziness. The doctor was so helpful. He kept texting and asking to send pictures so that he can see what it's looking like. And we had to be put on a different dose of antibiotic. He had to take this liquid antibiotic for the entire bottle. He had to finish the entire bottle, which he did. And literally by like the next day of starting the antibiotic, he was much better. I was worried that we were gonna end up in the emergency room. Everything started healing up great. Now it just looks like 2 little scars, very, very tiny, like thin like a needle tiny, and smaller than the little end of a thumbtack. The little point at the thumbtack is about that size. And I know it's the weirdest example ever. I can't really think of anything else. But that's how his surgery went. He's doing great right now, as you guys can see. But other than that, thank you so much for watching our videos. And please like, subscribe, and comment. And we will be back soon. Thank you so much. And also, I'm going to be trying to post once a week, if not more. But thank you so much again for watching our videos. And we hope to do another one soon. Thank you. Bye-bye. Say bye, guys. Say bye.